Yeah.
And they said, and it was talking about Ronda Rousey's, and one dude said like, "Oh yeah, you don't want to mess with Rousey, man. Especially like, imagine you getting intimate with her, and that shit, and like, and her baby maker just growls at you."
Oh my god.
It's like you made the joke saying like it's like a vagina with teeth. I'm like, oh, that sounds awful. And Jeff Ross said that's called the growler.
Hey, we both
Punch her right in the growler.
Not a bad start.
Yeah, punch you right in the growler.
That was back when Ronda Rousey was actually worth talking about. Nowadays, it's like,
That's when Ronda Rousey was just fresh into the UFC.
What the fuck, man?
What was it 2018 when she got head kick, and then 2019 when she left?
yeah.
I think so.
Because everyone's like, oh yeah, she's just gonna bounce back from that other fight. Literally a couple of days later gets destroyed.
I'm ready to win, and you should be too.
Grab your mash. Rambuds and down.
And then all of a sudden she's like, I'm gonna go WWE.
Wherever I can.
Who's that maybe?
2015 is when she lost to Holly Holmes. Damn, was that long ago?
Yeah.
And then Amanda Nunes knocked her the fuck out.
That was one crazy. Just
Man, yeah, the entirety of UFC 207 was around Ronda Rousey's comeback. That
Fire, friends.
They got me.
Bad news. I'm down.
Care package inbound. Strategize.
Incoming care package. I am taking fire, friends. Enemy down. Taking out more enemies.
Yeah, cause I remember that fella. It was in 207. It was, oh yeah, it was Ronda Rousey versus Holly Holm. Ronda's coming back, her redemption. But then Holly Holm lost the title. She take. So all they had now was like, oh, okay, I guess they can run it for. They can run.
Yo, mowing down
Misha Tate
fools makes me a bit
3,
peckish.
then Misha refused to defend the title. Got stripped. Amanda Nunes won the internet.
and that's what caused a lot of her problems.
Round 2. Kill your marks.
Excuse me.
Address? The thing is, I think maybe it'd be better if I just gave you money for it.
Enemy taken down.
There you go, buddy.
Charging my shields.
Because, what dress you trying to get?
They're shooting at me. Reloading.
Well, when does it come out?
Getting shot at. But the care package is usually gear for us. Reloading. All right, enemy down.
What size?
I
You got the
Reloading.
not finished.
broken enemy shield.
Amped cover for you, mates.
That's a dress.
Give him my shield to recharge. Let's go here. Just relax. I got everything under control.
Reloading.
Reloading.
That delicate. I'm sorry.
10 minutes, I'll see if I can get it for you.
I'm pretty sure this means you're on cleaning duty for a month.
Alright, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Steven.
I have been
I said, I think one of the reasons why Ronda fell as quickly as she did was they focused too much on her ass.
Wait, I'm
No, the reason why she failed has to be with her coach. Is that Ronda was an Olympic judo champion. She won gold medal in the Olympics in judo. So judo was her bread and butter. But then the coach that she got in the UFC convinced her that she should focus on boxing and then hyped her up. And if you look at her, there's videos of her just sparring, shadow boxing and whatnot, and it's not good.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, I forgot about that.
So
Round three.
they hyped her up saying they said to the press that Ronda was sparring with world champion boxers, and that Ronda was knocking each and everyone out in sparring. So when you're saying stuff like that, it's like, okay, that means Ronda is like good at boxing, and then she tries to box with an Olympic Golden Gloves kickboxer.
Either a care
And
package
so of
is
course
coming
they
in,
didn't
or
go
the sky's just
who at the time she wasn't that popular.
Mhm.
Like her biggest claim to fame as that she beat Chris Cyborg.
Fight another day.
Yeah, I remember
And
that.
so Amanda Nunes was. They just saw her as, oh, she's the stepping point for Ronda's comeback, and a lot of people overlooked that Amanda Nunes is without a doubt one of the greatest MMA fighters, women's MMA fighters ever, and she's skilled in both boxing and jiu-jitsu.
Mm.
And so again, her coach trained was telling Ronda to focus on boxing and forget about all her judo expertise and whatnot. And of course, Ronda ended up losing in the first round again.
That's why you get a different coach.
Yeah, she should have got a different coach. Like instead of just giving her advice like stick and move, like dodge roll, Brock just kept yelling head movement.
Today's a good day
corner.
to cheat death.
ready to go. Seen?
Still got knocked out.
Yeah, she ended up getting knocked
You're
out.
good. I'm good. If we lose, it's
And
the
again,
Ambro's
she
fault.
didn't even acknowledge she decided to retire from MMA.
I'd watch out for my squad if I were you.
Put your opponents in their
I'ma shave your little head, buddy.
All right, you don't standing around. Let's go.
I'm gonna give you a tattoo.
Gotta promote wherever I can.
Oh no.
I'm gonna tattoo a mustache on your face, Eddie.
Yeah. Oh, oh, oh.
So, Steven,
Yup.
next death battle.
round one. So much potential.
I don't know if you're interested in who won the current death battle.
Was it Harley or was it Jinx that won it? And if so, what was the reasoning?
They're not here to sell me chickens.
Got some materials here.
Jinx won.
Had a feeling.
Jinx won. Well in a place surrounded by
Took down an
full
enemy.
toxins and spawns, so her ability to jump around.
Reloading.
That's how it worked, but that was the reason.
There were like two different types of elements.
Yeah. And they also brought durability how Jinx regularly got into a fight with this one dude who can like shake mountains with just by punching them.
I make things look good, don't I?
That's the problem with using League of Legends lore, because it just doesn't make as much sense as comics lore. So,
Yeah, it's the same thing when
I
they
make
did
things look good, don't I?
Scout versus Tracer. They used cinematic
Round two.
Tracer and then like the in-game version of the Scout. Oh, like, those are two different beings right there.
you know, so when you try to compare apples to
classic right now. For now. Fast and Furious Crossroads failed so badly it died less than 2 years after launch. The game getting delisted from all stores.
Saw that coming.
I think I want to buy a physical copy, not to play it, just as a reminder
I
that
make
this game
things look
exists.
good, don't I?
Don't give them hope, Carlos, because they're gonna think, oh my god, they actually love it.
I wanted to do the same thing with the Godzilla game for the PS4, but I saw Mac McMuscle's What Happened video on it, and he mentioned how it actually has a bit of a fan base, and since the game got delisted, like copies,
Tossing
like
up some
physical
out
copies
cover.
of the game go for like $208.
Hey, mira, got some enemies right here.
I make things look good, don't I?
$100. $60 on eBay. Fuck that, man.
Yo, cracked an enemy.
Grab your mash.
The winner is decided. The rest of you, earn your redemption.
Damn. Oh, no.